After 6 long years, Blade and Sorcery has finally been released. We've watched it grow from a little tech demo into the VR AAA title you know today. From adding realistic sounds to creating otherworldly spells, each update brought us something new to enjoy. I'm sad to say that this is the final major update, but don't worry, the Warp Frog team is working hard on new titles soon. That being said, I was worried how good this release was going to be. Over the last year, they needed to add an entire game on top of Blade and Sorcery just to get the Crystal Hunt made. I'm extremely happy to tell you that this update is not only just fun, it cements Blade and Sorcery as one of the greatest VR games in history. They absolutely knocked it out of the park, so today I'll be going over the best parts of this final major update, including the golems, spells, skills, and everything in between. So let's get started. After watching the trailer, I wanted to try a lot. It was difficult to choose what to show off first, but the community received the greatest shock from Hector the Golem. So, this golem is Blade and Sorcery's boss of the Crystal Hunt. Not only does he look insanely cool and sound terrifying, but he can also use several different of the player's abilities. It's honestly so much fun. Hector can use flamethrowers, lightning whips, and even a plasma beam to try to take you down. The fun part is that each time you fight him, he gets harder and harder, unlocking new abilities every battle. For example, he trades out his normal rock throwing attack with the meteor from the fire merge. The best part is that once you've beaten him, you begin to start collecting crystals, which you can use to begin unlocking any of the 78 new spells and skills, which are made up of 5 different classes, which are Fire, Lightning, Gravity, Body, and Mind. So let me take mine out, and you guys will see how beautiful this is. So we have Fire, we have Gravity, and finally, we have Lightning. I've been playing a ton the last week so that I could get all of this together for you guys. So every single one of these is an unlockable for these spells. There's 78 total spells and skills we can unlock. But it's not only the fire, gravity, and lightning that have synergy together. Oh no. The mind crystal and the body crystal both also synergize with the fire, gravity, and lightning. A few of my favorite skills to try out were the singularity, or black hole, the gravnado, or the lightning gravity tornado, the plasma beam, and the flamethrower. The spells are not only incredibly fun to use, but can be used on enemies as many times as you want, since the developers moved away from spells costing mana. I'm really happy that they did. It honestly wasn't fun to be on the brink of death, ready to use a spell, and then have the spell fizzle out. Because you were out of mana. While we're talking about enemies, we also got several new variants like knights, gladiators, mercenaries, and many more. I actually modded in a few waves myself so that you can fight every kind of enemy in a single wave with single-handed weapons. If you guys are curious, There are 76 brand new weapons, all of which I have included in a tutorial video in the upper right corner. They are absolutely beautiful, very well made, and each have a very unique imbue and abilities. In my opinion, the greatest part of this full release are the 3 game modes. There is Sandbox, which is basically fighting any number of enemies in the arenas with whatever weapon you want, cheats enabled and mods enabled. Fighting in the Survival, which is trying to live for as long as possible in several different waves, fighting multiple enemies and being able to choose a new weapon or loot at the end of the wave. And lastly, the brand new Crystal Hunt game mode. I know you guys are curious, so I'll just tell you right now that the Crystal Hunt is an absolutely amazing addition to the game. In order to access the Crystal Hunt, you need to collect map pieces from completing dungeon runs, and only then does the Crystal Hunt open. You get to traverse a brand new, randomly generated environment where you ultimately have to fight the ultimate boss, Hector the Golem. The more dungeon runs and crystal hunts you beat, the more story, lore, and loot you pick up. Loot and valuables can be stored in a brand new inventory system that absolutely blows the old one out of the water. It's clean, easy to use, and made very well. I absolutely love that the loot and weapons you receive from dungeon runs can be brought to the Baron's bounty. There we can buy and sell loot to the Baron himself. I was not expecting the Baron to be in Blade and Sorcery at all, so let me just say, wow. I haven't felt like I was actually talking to someone in VR before. He was incredibly lifelike and even tells jokes. But remember not to attack the Baron or else it'll automatically restart the level. I admit, I tried to kill him once or twice. While there may be a ton more to the game, these are the parts that shine the most for me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and turn the notifications on because I'll be releasing new videos on Blade and Sorcery regarding the mods, spells, and also streaming Crystal Hunt dungeon runs live every single day. But I think that's it. So if you liked this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton. Thanks for watching.